Kusangpo and a very warm welcome to Bhutan This Week, our weekly news magazine program. I'm Sharaf Zangmo. Our top stories for the week. His Majesty King received the World Cup trophy at the banquet hall last Friday. The iconic authentic solid gold FIFA World Cup was in the country as part of the FIFA World Cup trophy tour. His Holiness the Jekhampo consecrated the newly constructed Jimmy Gesser Namgyeonchi Choling Hakang in Tashikang and New Utse of Tashiang Sizong last week. And the anti-drug petition with 13,000 signatures was submitted to Prime Minister Srin Topkit earlier this week. His Majesty the King received the World Cup trophy at the banquet hall last week. His Majesty shared with FIFA, Coca-Cola and Bhutan Football Federation officials that the experience would make a great story for his children and grandchildren. Only leaders of state are given the privilege to hold the World Cup trophy. The trophy arrived in the country Friday morning and is on a tour of 88 countries ahead of the World Cup 2014. Bhutan is the 50th country that the trophy visited. His Holiness the Jekhampo consecrated the newly constructed Jimmy Gesser Namgyecholing Lhakang in Tashikang last Thursday. The Lhakang was constructed to pay tribute to His Majesty the King.
The new Lhakang in Kapti Gyempa under Samka Kyuk in Tashikang is a tribute to His Majesty the King for his long life and continued peace and prosperity in the country. Sonam Dukpa, a prominent businessman based in Samdup Jonka, constructed the Lhakang.
Now the project as such, the temple, is dedicated to His Majesty the King for his well-being and long life.
Jigme Gyaltsen Namgyewangchuk Choling Lhakang was constructed under the guidance and supervision of Gyaltsen Triku Kunzang Tempe Gyaltsen. Gyaltsen Triku conceptualized all the Lhakang's design and the wall paintings by referring to some religious texts. The Lhakang has wall paintings which are unique only to this new Lhakang. For His Majesty's long life, a kilko known as Sepame Lulang has also been built in the second floor of the Lhakang.
Sonam Dukpa wanted to construct a Hakang here and he sought my guidance regarding the design and nangtins of the Hakang. There are so many similar Hakangs, so we have designed this Hakang quite uniquely.
His Holiness the Jekhampo also consecrated the new Thongdril for the Lhakang. The Guru Tsenge Thongdril was constructed for His Majesty the 4th Druk Gyalpo's long life. Towards the evening, hundreds of people from the nearby Gyeogs received Sewang, the blessing of longevity from His Holiness the Jekhampo. Compiled for Pemanamgi, Kilzangeshi, PBS News.
His Holiness the Jekhampo also consecrated the new Utse of Tashiang Sizong last Saturday.
The consecration ceremony of the Utse was presided over by His Holiness the Jekhampo. The construction of the new Utse began in 2010 and took 3 years to be completed. The Dzongkhag administration was moved to the present Dzong after Tashiyangtse became a separate Dzongkhag in 1992. Earlier, both the administration and the Tatsa used to be in Dongde Dzong. Dongde Dzong is located at a distance of 2 kilometers from present-day Tashiyangtse town. The Tatsa continued to remain in Dongde Dzong, but with the Utse now complete, the Tatsang is expected to move to the Dzong.
From the outside, we were not seeing as a complete Dzong. So therefore, it was felt necessary that we have another Utse constructed. Not only that, basically the Utse was constructed to accommodate both Dratsang and Dzongkhag administration. At the moment, Dratsang is residing in Dongde Dzong, which is about a kilometer from here. And I think it is the wish of His Majesty also that Dzongkhag administration and Datsang stay together. and with the hope that with this new Utse constructed, it will give us more space so that we can accommodate Dachang within the Dzongkhag administration. And in future, even if we have the annual Sechu, I think we can organize Sechu here in the Dzong itself.
The new Utse is also expected to ease the space crunch faced by the Dzongkhag. About 23 million Yultrum has been spent on the new Utse. The Government of India, through the Small Development Grant Project, funded the construction of the Utse. For Pema Namge, Namgizam for BBS News.
More than 13,000 people signed the anti-drug petition drive organized by Chitan Phende Association for stronger laws against drug peddlers and stronger support for abusers. The signed petition was submitted to Prime Minister Sring Topke on Monday. The signed petition was submitted to the Prime Minister by the chairman of Chitan Phende Association, Ugen Sechapdoji. The petition calls for stringent laws with harsh penalty for drug trafficking and peddling, and also for the review of drug and narcotic laws. While receiving the petition, Lunchen shared that the number of people who signed reflects the high amount of concern on drug problem in the country. Lunchen also thanked the Chitan Phende Association for the initiative and the awareness they created. Lunchen also said the government is serious about revising the laws as called for in the petition.
다니수 자식배 대랭아치기 용첩 쯔비 용첩기 익선으로야 대가지기 콜랍심래 대다랭아치 단유즈 갑담기 자팀 유미디 대티는 가데베 벤나 아니 대따위가 유세슈니 다디 남이섬이 카치올레 땐디기베 마치 중기 호텔레 베와친 마치르기 레와디 다 나우나시 지소니비기 속택 니바나루 뉴스기 자팀디 태고전기 자팀배 태고전기 제익배 tunde nasubbe 대드려와게디 유세슈니.
The chairman of the Chitan Phende Association described the submission of the petition as a landmark event. He shared that it was the first time a civil society organization and the public joined forces to call for stronger laws.
Till now, the issue that we've been discussing with the government is that accept the fact that there is a drug problem in our country. It's no use trying to be like an ostrich and hide your head in the ground, thinking that nobody can see you. The reality is that we in Bhutan have a drug issue problem with our youth, and we're so thankful that the government has accepted this fact and that they're willing to do something about it. So we're hopeful that the awareness campaign will now be much larger and greater. And we're also hoping that the government will invest in rehabilitation centers and human resource training for counselors and psychiatrists, which will at the end of the day help the children that are affected by this problem.
The petition drive took place over 3 days in the capital and for a day each in 5 other Dzongkhags. Sherab Zangmo for BBS News. The construction of the much-awaited new Central Regional Referral Hospital in Gyelephu has finally begun.
The new Central Regional Referral Hospital in Gyelephu will be constructed opposite to the existing hospital. The hospital will be 150-bedded, 3 times the size of the present hospital with improved service delivery.
For Bhutan, the starting of construction of this 150-bedded Central Regional Referral Hospital is another milestone in developing a free, fair and equitable health system for our Bhutanese population.
The Health Minister Thandin Wangchuk said the new hospital will come as a relief to the people in the region.
As referral center, often the patients are kept outside along the corridors during summer when patient load increases. Hence, this center is one of the busiest in the country in terms of patient load. The few specialists we have here are only ones in the region. Hence, the award for the construction of this 150-bedded hospital comes as a great relief to the people of the region and our hard-working team of health workers who are working under many constraints, trying their best to deliver services without compensating quality.
Meanwhile, the councillor from Indian Embassy, Nina Sringla, said timely completion of the project is important.
I would agree that the existence of a good hospital or any medical facility, for that matter, close to one's area of residence is very reassuring. So I am sure that all of us present here would be looking forward to its timely completion.
On completion, the hospital will not only benefit the people of Gelifu and Serpang, but also the people of nearby Dzongkhaks like Tsirang, Dagana, Shemgang, Pemagatsal, Samdup Jongkhar, Trongsa and Bumtang. The construction of the new hospital is funded by the Government of India and is worth 620 million niltrum. Shari Gurung, BBS News, Gelifu.
Lack of bridge over the river in Gangkhardung village under Bumdiling Geok in Tashangs is causing inconvenience to the people. The bridge could not be constructed due to lack of budget.
Due to lack of a bridge over Kukturgangchu near Gangkhardung village, around 300 meters of farm road was temporarily constructed through a private land. After over 2 years, the owner of the land is now refusing to let the people use the temporary road. This has caused various inconveniences to the people. Recently, the road was blocked for 3 days, but the owner agreed to let people use the road for the time being after the Geok intervened.
I have a sick person at home in my village. We need to take the patient to the hospital anytime soon, but the road is blocked. We tried to carry our patient, but he is refusing. He is still sick at home. We have requested the Geok to clear the road. Our GUB asked to clear the block with a bulldozer, but there is no dozer here.
We have requested the caretaker of the land not to block the road so that we can request the owner to let us use the road for some time. If we request, I think he will look at our problem. But the caretaker doesn't listen and blocked the road.
The 4-kilometer farm road was constructed in 2010, but due to lack of budget, the bridge could not be constructed. The Geok officials said they are trying to pool the budget that has been kept for farm road maintenance to construct a bridge. But for now, there's a plan to conduct a meeting between the owner and the people to find an alternative. Kampal for Pema Namge, Tandin Finso, BBS News.
The Tashigang Samdup Jongkhar road widening works, which disrupted the Geok's water supply, has severely affected people living in the Geok. Most parts of Uzurung Geok in Tashkang are in dire need of drinking water.
Almost every household in Uzurung has water tap near their houses. The water taps were constructed more than a year ago, but until now, these water taps have failed to serve its purpose. People are still facing acute shortage of water. And the problem has been going on for over a year now. Owing to the shortage, people have been forced to lay their own water pipes. The water pipes run through the sky parallel to electric wires. But with so many people channeling water from the same source, people are still in short of water.
The water shortage is creating a lot of problems among ourselves. People are chopping off each other's water pipes to get more water in their homes and it creates a lot of misunderstandings. We have to go 2 to 3 times to the water source to bring water, but even then sometimes we do not get enough water.
Water is our main problem. We have to bring in water through our own pipes. Even then, it is not sufficient. We have never received water from this tap constructed by the government.
The shortage of water is worst in lower parts of Udrungyok, like Dotfu and Bipam villages. The ongoing Tashigang-Samjongkar road widening works has caused the problem. The road widening works has disrupted the Gyok's water supply from Namtaladrang, few kilometers away from Kengtongmani. The water source covers over 250 households in the Gyok. With the onset of dry season and water sources nearby drying up, people said the situation is getting worse.
The only solution will be to restore the main water source from Namtala. There are around 3 water sources nearby our village. So if the water sources can be shared among the villages, I think it will also solve the problem a little bit. But Gyok administration is saying nothing. They're not even asking about the problems that we are facing.
Gyok officials said the water pipes would be relayed as soon as the widening works are complete. But with the widening works still going on, it is not clear when the water supply can be restored. For Thoktin Chopel, Pemanamge, PBS News, Kanglung.
For the first time ever, hundreds of Bhutanese football enthusiasts got the opportunity to get a close look to the FIFA World Cup trophy. The iconic, authentic, solid gold FIFA World Cup arrived in the country last Friday as part of the FIFA World Cup trophy tour organized by Coca-Cola with FIFA and the Bhutan Football Federation.
The authentic FIFA World Cup trophy, measuring 14.5 inches and weighing more than 6 kilograms, was unveiled by His Royal Highness Prince Jigel Wangchuk at the Changnamithang Stadium. The solid 18-carat gold trophy is awarded to the winning nation at every World Cup. The winner retains it until the next World Cup, after which it is replaced by a gold-plated replica. Despite the freezing temperature, hundreds of football enthusiasts lined up outside the Changnamithang Stadium an hour ahead of the viewing of the trophy. What began as an excited crowd soon turned into an unruly mob. The organizers quickly reacted by stopping personalized pictures and instead allowed people to take pictures of the trophy on their mobile phones and cameras. In spite of the momentary hiccup, it was a historic day for football fans as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity presented itself today. The World Cup trophy arrived from Bangladesh in a chartered plane to Bhutan and was received by the Minister for Economic Affairs, Nobu Wangchuk, and the President of the Bhutan Football Federation, Ugin Sechaptoji. Bhutan is among the 90 countries in the world to host the 2014 FIFA World Cup trophy tour. The trophy's next destination is Nepal. For Karma Suring, Namgizam for BBS News.
Come January, school children living in areas of Thimphu City will have library services at their doorstep. The service will be provided by the mobile library bus. The bus was procured by Save the Children US. It was handed over to the Thimphu Tromde on Thursday.
This is the mobile library bus. It has been designed like how libraries ought to be. Shelves full of books. It is a pilot project initiated by Save the Children US. It will deliver library services to children in Thimphu who do not have access to public libraries.
Generally, the Bhutanese by nature have very poor reading habits. And for a city of over 14,000 school-going children, we felt that the numbers coming to the library was very negligible. Therefore, we discussed the idea of the mobile library bus with Dash Trompen, and he was very keen and receptive to the idea. And today, we are seeing the fruition of that idea that started as a small concept.
The library bus will launch its service on the 5th of January. It will be operated by staff from the Jigme Doji Wangchuk Public Library. The maintenance and operational cost will be borne by the Thimphu Tromde.
The mobile library bus service will be operating on weekends. That is, it will start from 9 a.m., 8:30 or 9 a.m. So we will be serving 2 hours, and during that time we will be organizing reading, storytelling, and like that. Actually, we have identified 8 areas.
The 8 designated areas are Changidapu, Mutithang Labour Camp, Centenary Park, Police Camp, Serbithang, Olakha, Lungtinpu, and Taraba Army Camp. If the mobile library bus service in Thimphu proves useful, Save the Children will initiate similar services in other parts of the country. Pemal Harden, BBS News.
That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.